What's up guys, John here. I just want to make this quick video or this quick intro before I head to the Apple Store. I have an issue with my smart battery case and I've been using it for a while. I did an unboxing video about it. If you have time, please go and watch it. And while you're here, if you want to help me out, please subscribe to my channel and spread the video, share it with your friends and stuff. So anyway, the case, it's been doing weird stuff. It's been vibrating, like the phone has been vibrating with the smart case on it without the phone being connected to like an external power plug, without it being plugged into the wall. Basically, it's like, I don't know, it's like it's starting to sense that the case is there all over again when it's just been on the phone all along. The phone just randomly vibrates with the smart battery case on without me receiving a call or a message or anything like that. Okay, and like it's not cheap, guys. So here is the box of the case. It's got a price tag of $129. Of course, you add tax to that. So here's the case. I don't have it on right now, and I'm really like, it's kind of disappointing. Like, I would say this is the lowest quality Apple device I have ever had, and I've had quite a few. So I don't know what they're gonna do when I head to the Apple Store, if they're gonna replace it or not. I also have some snapshots of some issues I've had when I have the case on. I'm gonna put them in this video. So one example is, it keeps showing me, well, every now and then, it gives me the two big battery logos of the battery case and the phone, show me how much charge is in them. You know how you get that logo when your phone becomes fully charged if you have it plugged into the wall to recharge it? With the case on, of course, if it shows you the charge on both batteries. I get that randomly without the phone being plugged into the wall. So I randomly get that when I have the smart battery case on. It just tells me, hey, this is how much charge you have in each battery, in the case battery and in the phone battery. And I don't know why it does that. And then it sometimes used to tell me the USB, something like, oh yeah, you need to unlock your iPhone to use your USB accessories. What is that even talking about? Okay. And again, that's not when I first put on the case or something. Like, I would have the case on and it would randomly tell me that. One time it even told me something about the case, but it didn't even say smart battery case. So on the little ticket stuck on the back of the box here, it says this is model A2070. So at one point it popped up this message on my iPhone screen saying A2070 is something, you know? So it said something about the smart battery case, but it referred to it with the model number. It didn't even say smart battery case. So I don't know what's going on anymore. What else? There was also, and I'm gonna like include this snapshot in the video. It said accessory not supported. This accessory is not supported by your device. Really? And at the time I had the smart battery case on and I had the earpods plugged in as well. I was on the phone with some people and that's what I got. That this accessory is not supported by my device. Now, what is that even referring to? Is it referring to the smart battery case or the earpods in them or the combination of both? I don't know. And this is not what I expect from Apple. This is not the quality I expect from them. This is not like I can show you something that's strange that happened to me as well, but that happened with an older MacBook Pro. So I sat outside in the sunshine, okay, for a while one day, and some of the keys on my laptop melted. They melted. They deformed. I looked at them. I was like, oh, okay. I was at a Starbucks. I was sitting outside in the sunshine, and I thought to myself, I better go sit inside, you know? And I'm going to show you the keys right now. Here you go, okay? Do you see those keys? These are melted keys. They melted from me sitting outside in the sunshine. Like, what is this? Like, do you see those keys? Do you see those keys? My keys melted on my MacBook Pro. They melted. Look at how deformed they are. Look at the 7 and the 8 and the 9 and the 0 and the one next to it. And like even the ones above it, you can kind of see if you look at the F7 key and the F8 key and the F9 key and the F10 key and also the F11 and 12 a bit, but they may not show too well on the video because the light isn't shining on them the right up. I think that shows more. They got deformed. Like some of them, like the F8 and 10 and 9, for example, and F7 and so on, they got puffed up a bit. And the F9 key, look at what, the 9 key, sorry, look at what happened to it. Because I sat out with my MacBook Pro in the sunshine for a while. This is a mid 2014 13-inch MacBook Pro, okay? So, like, that's not cool. I hadn't mentioned that before in the video because it's an old device. Still, if it's an old device, it doesn't mean that the keys should start melting when I sit outside in the sunshine. But I hadn't brought it up before because I thought to myself, you know, it's an old device. Okay, I'll just let it go. But no, I mean, like, now that this smart battery case thing is happening, I also want you to know that this happened on a device that's supposed to be of quality as high as a MacBook Pro, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and head to Apple and take my smart case with me and see what they do. And I don't know, if they can take it back, sweet. If they can replace it for me, that would be sweet, but I don't wanna have that case anymore. So I'm gonna go there, see how things go, and come back and let you know how things went. Okay, I'm about to head over. Okay, so I'm done with my Apple Store visit. Here's the case. He was out of stock, basically. So what he said was he's gonna replace it for me. I haven't had it for 1 year. I think maybe it hasn't even been out on the market for 1 year. So he ordered a new one for me. If it was within the 14 days of purchase, I would have had the option of getting a refund. But what he's gonna do is he's ordering one in for me. He doesn't have it in stock. So I'm gonna have to come back again to get the part. He said they're gonna call and email me, telling me when the new one comes in, and then I bring this in and replace it. So what he did here, I had been to another Apple store about the same issue, and what he did was different. The other guy at the other Apple store, they have this little device with something that looks like a lightning connector protruding out of it, or probably is a lightning connector or something. They plug the, what he did was, the other guy at the other Apple store, he plugged the phone into that little device he has, and did like tests on his iPad or something, and it turns out the phone was fine. And then he plugged in the case on its own, did some tests on that, and then says it was fine. And then he basically, his point was it's the software. And like in my conversation with him, I told him like, so like, can it be anything else? And he said something like, well, what do you think it is? Well, it's not my part to say what I think it is because I'm the customer. So troubleshooting is on Apple, not on me, the customer. Anyway, at the end, he basically thought it was going to be a software issue, and that if I do something like a software reboot or something on the phone, that it might solve it. But in that case, I'd lose the stuff I have on my phone because I don't have it backed up, because I don't have enough space in my iCloud account. So he said, well, you could upgrade your iCloud account, and, you know, do a backup. And then, you know, I don't want to do that. I had already upgraded my iCloud account, and I like unupgraded it. Like I took it off, I canceled it. So I didn't reboot my phone or anything. I left that day. And when it came to the other software update, the most recent one, I did that. Maybe it was out like yesterday. So I updated my phone, and issues happened with my phone again today, you know. So anyway, what happened in the Apple store I went to today, that I was just at today, all he did was he got the same little device out with the little, something like a lightning connector coming out of it. He plugged in my phone, okay? And when he plugged in my phone, not the case, the phone, on its own, he said, well, the phone's fine. So based on the phone being fine, and based on what I had told him and the snapshots I showed him of the issue I had, based on that, he just straight out told me, well, he just went through with what he needed to do, and then told me that basically I have an option of replacing it. And I asked him, you know, why didn't you, you know, plug in the case as well? Because that's what basically the other guy did. And he told me, well, like, I know the phone isn't the problem, basically. He plugged in the phone, he knows the phone's fine, so it's gonna be the case. That's all he did. So I'm just curious, why do I get different answers, or why am I getting different results from different Apple employees? And the result I got today was fine. Like, I like the result I got today. I'm getting it replaced, but I'm just curious why that didn't happen at the other Apple store. And at Apple, what I as a customer expect when I walk into a store is, you know, I have an issue with this. This is Apple, so they're supposedly, or they are, you know, known for the best customer service there is around. So when I walk into the Apple store and say, like, this is an issue, I expect something to be resolved, and not just a kind of like, I did this and I did this, so what do you suspect? What do you think it is? You know, What I expect is more along the lines of what I got at this Apple store here. So I'm getting it replaced, guys. But to be honest with you, it's been an issue. You know, I've had issues with it since I bought it. I've gone into an Apple store before and things weren't resolved. And then I went into an Apple store again, and still, because he doesn't have the part, you know, so he's going to order it for me, which is awesome. And it's a good thing he's doing that. That's great. So I'm going to have to come in a third time. So I will have a total of 3 times going into an Apple store after buying this device to get peace of mind or to get things resolved. So to be completely frank with you, well, 1, I hope that the new case works fine and there's no issues with it. 2, after the experience I've had with this, if you really want to have it and you feel like you really need it and you can't do with just having a charger on you to just recharge your phone wherever you are, then I guess you can go ahead and buy it. But now you know the issues I've had with this device. But knowing what I know now and going through what I've gone through with this, I just say skip this device. Don't buy the smart battery case. So anyway, that was my story. Have you guys had similar stories with the Apple battery cases? And this is for it's the iPhone XS smart battery case. So if you've had issues with your own devices, with your own smart battery cases, leave a comment below and let me know. And I hope you like this video. Please subscribe to my channel, guys. If you like this video, please share it, give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and I'll see you in the next video.